Not yet. Now we are. Now we're live.
Are you
Time is
serious? Is that
money, boys. Vincent says, "Yeah, you know,
Mr. Cangelosi? Well, you see,
good
I
to
have to
see you."
come out. I got to jump right out of the gate here and apologize. We've been dealing with some inclement weather, moving in on Mockingbird Hill Farms, and last 10 minutes has been spent running around to different parts of the property to get the satellite signal. But anyway, I digress. Apologies for the lateness.
I think we're like a wizard, Jake. They show up precisely when they mean to.
Mm, mm. Right on time all the time.
Yeah, yeah. Boom! I just put a comment out there. It says we got Long Island Bigfoot out there saying hi. We got Time Beam there. Time Beam just did a nice little piece. I helped him out with that came out great. I don't know if anybody got to see that. Can Squatch is on there. Jake, Long Island Big
What?
Can Squatch, Vincent Sasquatch Wizard Adirondacks, and the like.
Jeez
So
Louise.
you know, we're just here having a good time. Jake, honestly, how you doing? How you doing out there? We haven't done a reflections in quite some time.
Aaron Lewis, Adam. It's been a while.
Reflections, doing it every day. Reflections, doing it all the way. Reflections, doing the best we can. Reflections, at home with the travel band. Now give it to me. Well, I can do the hero.
Yeah,
Gets me every
I love that. Some fun stuff. That's some fun stuff. Jake, how do you feel about your nails? Are you one of those guys that needs to cut the nails as soon as they start to grow just a little bit? You got to cut them, so, or can you grow them out a little bit and it doesn't bother you? I mean, what do you feel about that? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I reckon as long as you keep them clean, Adam, you can grow your. I'll tell you right now, I got a thumbnail. It's getting to bother me. It's right on the cups.
Yeah,
Cat
yeah, I
Pearson
see
would
that.
say,
Looks good. See, the thumbnail doesn't bother me. Any nails that I have,
but
thumbnail, I can grow that out a little bit and it doesn't give me a weird sensation. Like my fingernails, if they get just, I mean,
a little.
that's about as far as they can get. And they get a little bit
Oh,
further than
bud,
that. I get an
high and
uncomfortable
tight.
sensation. Uncomfortable sensation.
Jeez Louise. Well,
But then I met this guy, Steve Areno. He likes to cut his nails down so much that they're like back here on his finger. Instead of cutting it here, he cuts them so far down, they're back into here. Like down here.
cuticle health is very important, Adam. Health of your cuticles.
Well, I don't know. It's just one of those things, Jake. It's one of those things I wonder because I see some people, and their some men and their nails are long. How can you have long nails? It's gross. But I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend anybody. It's not gross if you keep them clean. Yeah. No, I didn't mean to offend anybody. It's not my
Well, back in the days when I was, excuse me, sorry, but when I was addicted to the nicotine, I used to keep one nail long to open up my tins of chew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So whilst the rest would be a little bit longer, one or the other of the thumbnails, you'd have to dig in around that tin. And thank goodness I kicked that back in January of 2015. But my gums took a beating before it did.
He almost took a beating. From who? Yeah.
Oh, I forget about having the pewter. Should I go down and get the pewter and have that the laptop? I forgot
Nah.
all about the mobile. Adam, it's been so long. We're good.
Yeah, we're all good. I mean, yeah, it's okay. I mean, if you want to, is it charged up and stuff? I mean, I can
I think
wing
so,
it.
but I think
I can wing it and swing it for a little
the
bit. Maybe I'll
question
get Walter on here for a little bit or something. If you want to
question
do
on
that,
everyone's mind Were you on the nice list or the naughty list for Christmas? Me and Smokey the Bear. We were on the fence, I reckon. What would you say, Adam?
That's what I would say too. I would say the same thing. The gifts and stuff that I got, and the way that Santa showed me on the scale, the thermometer of good and bad. Santa thinks I did pretty good. He thought I was a pretty well behaved individual because I got a lot of good stuff. And there's years where I don't get a lot of stuff, and I got a lot of good stuff. I'm very happy with a lot of stuff. I mean, look at this thing I got, Jake. This is a Bigfoot shade for your car. This goes across your windshield, and it looks like that. Oh man, this is gonna be sweet. So I got this from my dear friend, one of my best friends in the whole world. He's over there in Mockingbird Hill. He gave me this for Christmas. I love it. I can't wait to use it. Will I use it this winter? Maybe. Don't know. Summer, definitely. This thing's gonna live in there because these things are friggin' awesome. Look at this. Got this hydroponic grow system.
Oh, bud, you got some tomatoes coming on.
Well, I think this is all gonna be for dill, parsley, basil, that type of stuff. Herbs.
Those herbs.
Check this out, Jake.
Very nice.
See that right there? That's a sage stick.
Oh yeah.
That's good stuff right there. Ooh, that's good stuff. You smudged it. You smudge with that.
Now, speaking of, I almost grabbed some Mockingbird Hill Farm sage. I gotta wrap that up for you. I got a special. I got years 1 and 2 in 2 separate bushels, but I never learned how to do the weaving in the basket. Sort of. We need to do a BLB crates.
Yeah.
Sage
Did you
stick.
make this?
I would say, well, my mother would say it was homemade if she was at Thanksgiving dinner offering a nice Entenmann's pie warmed up for a special occasion. Oh, yeah, that's homemade.
Yeah.
But due to time constraints, I had to get the white sage. Mine's a little darker. It's not as light colored.
They can be, it depends on when you harvest them. This was harvested most likely in the spring. It probably wintered all year, and it was harvested in the spring is my guess, because that's what happens to it. But there might be different types of sage that just dry like this too.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure.
They're wicked white. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Jake, I know we have several guests for tonight's show, and I know that one of them has something going on. And
time constraints.
He wanted to get on kind of early, so we're going to bring our first guest on, and then we're going to get the show kind of rocking and rolling. We're going to start talking.
Okay,
because in the show, in the description, I said we're going to be talking about some cool stuff, and I want to make sure we live up to that. I mean,
okay, all right, yeah, that's a good idea.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Here he comes.
Hey.
Everybody give this guy a big round of applause. Look at him there. It's Nolan.
What's up, everyone? BLB land, BLB community. How's it going?
It's going great, buddy.
Adam, Jake, how you guys doing?
Community. Little Noli all grows up. You're looking sharp there. Clean cut leather.
The BLB merch.
What? That's not a true thing. But anyway, you're looking good.
Thank you, sir. How you guys been?
We're good. We're just chit-chatting a little bit here. We're going to get the show rolling on kind of what the topic is going to be. Do you know what the topic's going to be, Nolan? You know what it's about?
Rolling with Nolan.
Yeah, from the the old itinerary I was sent. We're doing some reflections I heard on the Christmas special.
Bingo. Correct. That's correct. So I think for starters, if anybody has any questions about anything concerning our 2022 Christmas special, Just leave them in the live chat there. It's all caps. Although there is one here with live caps, and this should be probably put up there too. And for everybody, don't smoke the sage. Don't smoke it. So talk about the special. Noli, you know, you did. I think, you know, as far as guys go, I mean, I can't save anything, but I gotta say, your acting skills blew me away. You were really, really good. You were excellent. You were excellent.
Well, you know, I learned from the best. Did go up to Potsdam for 2 years of college and a cup of coffee. A lot of theater majors up there, a lot of performing arts, and then you know, my time with the BLB crew has taught me a lot as well. As far as being around a camera, you know, pretty familiar. So, but thank you. Yeah, that was a fun role to play. Lenny's a great dude, and you know, had a lot of fun with the filming.
That's great. It was fun. We had a good time. I mean, getting the thing together was fun from the get-go. And shooting it, we shot like most of the sitcom, most of it we shot it there that one night. And that was a challenge, but it ended up being a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, just because it was, I mean, we got that thing done in under an hour under budget. We had a slotted amount of time there for it, and we got done an hour early, a little bit before an hour. So that was great. Great job. Great cooperation from everybody. Thanks everybody that was involved. Very much fun. Nolan, what was your favorite part about the whole process?
Ooh, probably one of my favorite parts was actually shooting B-roll. That was fun. So all the you know, for the folks at home, all the you know, the intro to the sitcom you saw there, the little cutaways of us dancing around the tree, having coffee, all that. The B-roll was a lot of fun because you know, the audio over it is the sitcom song, but the original audio was us decorating the tree, singing a little bit of Men at Work, you know.
Yeah.
Which was a lot of fun. We were singing Overkill.
Lead on some Wham too, didn't you, Nolan?
Yeah, we were singing Careless Whisper, George Michael's. That was fun. The B-roll was awesome.
Oh, we crushed Careless Whisper, bro.
Oh yeah.
That was just a blast. I mean, I remember I had to come in the house to grab something, a prop or something. I had to get something out of the house, and I come back out, and you guys are just dancing around, rocking around the freaking tree. It's great. That was fun. Good times. What else, Nolan? Anything else you can add to this? You know, we got you on here. We want to make the most out of your time. I know you're you got something else that you got going on. I don't know what it is, but I don't really care, because we got you right now, and that's good enough. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, the whole process was a lot of fun because we worked with a great cast of people. You know, everybody was really dialed in for that shoot. You know, I personally say, you know, and obviously the end had a great ending. You know, with everyone coming together, spirit of the holidays. You know, everybody welcome at the table, which was great. You know, a lot of fun there, and yeah, the whole thing was just a blast to shoot.
Good. We both, me and Jake, have a couple ideas that we're kind of working on for some new things, kind of like that, making some movies, doing some movie stuff. We have other Bigfoot stuff to talk about too, but we want to make some shorts and get everybody together, whoever wants to be a part of it, and kind of do something like this again, because I mean, we shot the meat of that thing was, you know, just in one evening, and that's kind of like how you make these things work like that, by getting everybody on the same page. I mean, Jake memorized his lines. Jake knew his lines without even have to look at the paper, which I thought that was impressive. But
well,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
If you put them out on little pieces of index cards, you know, over so many scenes, you only have a finite number of one line. So if you put the what the person who says your line right before it on one side and say, scene 1, line 1, or whatever it is. There's only a certain amount of those cards that you can make to practice, and it's pretty easy. Nolan, I'm sure you understand.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely index cards. Work in more than one field. Obviously, a lot of people use them to study. Do their academia on them. So to speak, index cards, but they also work for acting.
They're a great invention, aren't they?
They are.
A lot of our friends, our characters, seem to be very method in their approach. I mean, everyone showed up. I mean, like you said, Adam, we expected it to go long into the night. We finished a little chunk earlier. I mean, I think everyone the stars aligned.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, everything was the stars did align. That's all there is to it. I mean, it all worked out. Remember us going out and shooting we went out and we shot the Christmas tree thing afterwards. That was several days after, and we only had a little short window to do that. Then we had this major storm come in.
Yeah.
And I knew that if we were going to try to get out there and use the side-by-side, because mine doesn't have tracks on it, it's just the wheels, the tires, that thing doesn't go very well in the snow at all. I mean, it hardly creeps through. 6 inches of snow is like too much for that thing. In four-wheel drive, it's terrible in the snow. So I'm like, we got to get this thing done. It all just worked out. Jake happened to be able to come right at the right time. I got back from work right at the right time. We met here and we went out and did the Christmas. That was fun, wasn't it, Jake, getting that tree?
Yeah, awesome.
And it was
I think I got released from work earlier that day, and I'm like, yo, I got a window, I can get there here. And then you're like, oh yeah, great. We can meet at 3:30. And I'm like, I'll try to get there as close to that. And, like you said, we just snuck it in before sun went
Also, that was a great scene. You guys getting the tree and Jake cutting it with the electric chainsaw. It's not actually small. It's a small tree, but Jake goes, it's leaning.
That was my first time touching an electric chainsaw, Nolan. And likewise, I think a lot of people have said how you kind of sprang into such a great role in our little secret as our landlord, Lenny. Jeez Louise. We're going to have to get some Lenny t-shirts going here pretty soon.
Vote for Lenny.
Vote for Lenny. Oh, dear. No, that we might have a copyright infringement.
Oh, what a fun time, man. Yeah.
So much
again,
fun.
that crew was great to work with, too. And I was happy that I got some time behind the new camera unit. It's going to come in handy this summer when we're out in the field, filming for BLB.
Yeah. Me and Jake were actually throwing around the idea of maybe doing a little squatching today. We ended up focusing on this, and we're excited for the spring Bigfooting season, the squatching season. There's a lot of things that are on our list that just don't seem to be getting checked off, but with friends like you, Nolan, we can make it happen. We can have you push us in the right direction. I know you want to get up there and do the Snyder overnighter. That's going to be one of the scariest missions we ever do. I know it. And and so I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. And, also, let's not forget the episode that I've been working on myself was the prelude to the Snyder Overnighter, a.k.a. Scouting Snyder.
Yes, Scouting Snyder. Yes.
Yeah.
Scouting Snyder.
And that would be a fun trip, too.
That would be an excellent trip. Yeah, what are we going to do? Like a day pack, a little lunch out there?
Exactly. Day pack. We hit, obviously, take the folks up the mountain, hit where we'll have base camp, have our lunch there, and then summit and show them the overlook and all that, which early springtime, that's going to be mint.
I think you got something there. Jake, what do you think about this? I mean, early spring, there might even be a little bit of snow on the ground still. We get up there and do this Scouting Snyder with Nolan.
Well, yeah. I would love to. I think it was about April last year. Is that when we were going to do a kind of a winter thing? And geez Louise,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a while.
it has.
Like, whew, 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 whew.
Too long.
Look at this,
Too long.
Carrie B. Love. What? That's supposed to be there right there. There she is. Love your matching sweatshirts. Thank you.
What? These old rags? Oh,
So, yeah, these old things. So, Nolan, I know you got stuff to do. We just wanted to get you on here and have a couple thoughts with you here. Got a couple other people waiting in the wings we're going to be talking with. I don't know if anybody can imagine who those people might be, but we appreciate you spending the time, giving us your time to come be a part of a reflection show. It's been a while since we've done this live stuff, like any real show like Reflections or the Mountain Stream, which, by the way, little plug, we're going to try to make it happen. Like we always say, we try to make things happen next Thursday. Same time, same place. Boom, boom, boom. Mountain Stream, Sasquatch Wizard, Adirondacks in the house. It's happening. We're in, and so we're ready to go for that. And that's going to be. I am really excited to do another Mountain Stream. It's been quite a while. You get to see our take on how we conducted an interview, and it's a fun thing. People like it. So does Margot and all the kids. So, Nolan, we love you, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. You know, as usual, always mint. Love, reflecting on the old Christmas special a little bit. That was, such a blast. And I'll definitely see you guys next time. And can't wait to get back in the field.
Either can we, and let's just stay in touch. If we can find some, we might need a cameraman. Me and Jake have a couple different, like I said, we have a couple of things we're working on. We might need a cameraman come up and shoot. This one idea that's got kind of going is kind of new. 2 hours. That's all we need. It's done. There's no special effects. I can talk to you more about it.
Well, I'll say this here and now. For that kind of work, you know who to call. And it ain't Sven Doherty.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
That guy.
We got you though. We thank you so much, Nolan.
Yes. All right. Well, buddy. Peace out, and everyone in the BLB community. Thanks for tuning in. Love you, and enjoy the rest of it.
Thanks, buddy.
See ya.
Everybody, give it up for Nolan.
Yuda Gooda.
Peace.
Give it up for Nolan. Peace, bud.
Little Nolly all grows up. Man, it's incredible being able to watch the transformation that has evolved with that youngster.
He really is becoming quite a handsome young man. He really is. He's the best. We love him right to death. Right, yes. Jake?
What? That's an absolute truth. Now, geez Louise. Oh man, it's been so long.
Let me see what I got here. Since we were talking about our little secret and stuff. Let me see if I can share this screen. And
okay.
Let's see here. I'm kind of new at this, guys. So forgive me. But let's see here. Preset. Share screen. I'm talking myself through.
Hello.
Talking myself through.
Hello. I wish you could get back from that ledge, my and oh, yellow. Oh, look at him, little Noli. Oh man, dude, he was aces too.
Wait a second. Don't look at the camera at all. Look at me.
Drove all the way from Clifton Park.
Hey, I saw you fellas bringing that tree in here, and just want to see what that's all about.
Sven.
And you're at home. You're amongst friends. There's no reason to be nervous.
But you gotta have a little scowl on your face.
Well, you have to be a little.
You're not. Hey, no, a little scowl on your face.
Yeah, you're
Hey, asshole. Go ahead. So just make sure you address us three and not the camera.
Yeah.
Like you're really like. Hey, I saw you guys bringing a tree in here, and I wanted to see what that was all about. You guys got a dog in here?
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Man, you can see what all he has to put up with. Poor
Oh,
people
God.
shout.
That was mild too, I think, Jake. Don't you? That was
Oh
kind of
no,
like just happy and mild. It gets
yeah.
brutal, but you got to keep it that way, or else nothing gets done. And it's like herding cats. We got 5 of the best people in the North Country to work on this project with, if not the best
Well,
people in the Northeast. And it's
geez, you're
still it's challenging.
oh, bud.
Jake, we got another one waiting in the wings here. I want to get him on quick. A special guest.
Yeah, better get him on.
Everybody, we're gonna have a little hangout session with our boy Walter Schliemann, and he's gonna be coming on. And not a lot of people know Walter. Let's introduce him.
Hey, everybody.
Walter.
Adam, Jake, how's it going?
It's going good. A lot of people. How are you?
You know, I'm living the dream best I can. I mean, the weather could be better, but we're on the East Coast and we're making it happen.
I'd rather be here than over in like the West Coast with the river of water that keeps just completely kicking their butts. So we're doing all right.
We're doing all right. Yeah, for sure.
Walter, a lot of people here watching tonight, or maybe in the future once it goes to our channel permanently, they don't know who you are.
No, not many people do.
Not many people know who you are.
I'm wearing a bit of a mask through the film of Our Little Secret.
Well, how tall are you, Walter? How tall are you?
I'm on the shorter side, you know. I'm about 6'6", you know.
6'6", okay.
Yeah.
A wee lad.
Oh,
I don't know if that tells anybody anything about
who I was.
You might be.
Yeah, so
and then what about last year?
Last year I same role, so bringing it back this year and hopeful to continue playing Bigfoot for years to come, you know.
6'6". This kid, I'm telling you, you can't fit him into this costume. He's got to go in there.
Yeah, that's where the socks
Oh yeah,
is just
they don't make a Bigfoot outfit big enough.
Fashionable socks.
They don't make a Bigfoot outfit big enough. I'm just gonna do a quick little screen share again. I got this thing. It's like every time I do it, it's like me doing it for the first time ever. Let's see here, Final Cut Pro. Let's bring him back here. Now look at this little guy. Just look at him. Boom. There it goes. And here we go. Look at him.
Yeah, me suiting up.
Look at him.
Oh, look at him. I mean, the way you have channeled your character over the last couple years, I mean, I just got to say, my hat's off to you. Geez, Luis.
He's real good, Jake.
I mean, I appreciate it. I will say, it's a little bit different than, say, like Nolan's role. I mean, he was just up here. Is that like Nolan also has to deal with much more of the mannerisms and the voice. I'm solely a physical actor in this role. So for those who don't know, Adam was the voice of Bigfoot. So I'm just, the whole time I'm in the suit, and my job is just to be Bigfoot. I'm not dealing with memorizing lines. I'm there.
You do well.
Yeah, I mean it's always a good time.
Yeah, you do a real well job with it. If there's little nuances you watch in the video, I'm just now getting to the point where I'm chilling out enough, and I can actually sit back, relax, and watch the movie, kind of,
Yeah,
because the holidays are so crazy and everything. But there's nuances in your behavior, your physical movements and stuff that are just freaking hilarious and awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
And yeah,
I
that's stuff.
will say one of the things about being Bigfoot is there's definitely a lot of inspiration from Chewbacca
Uh-huh.
in the movements. Obviously, very similar. I think Wookiees are just alien Sasquatch, or Sasquatch might be a Wookiee. You know, you never know.
You know,
So there's a lot of those mannerisms, right?
yeah, right. I agree. I mean, yes, I pay attention to that stuff. You watch it. The more you watch the
Yeah.
video, you see these little movements in the way that you're moving, because you don't. That's not how you are. You don't.
No,
I've never seen you move like that. So
no, and I will say wearing the gloves and the headpiece help because you have to be much more intentional in your movement. It's it's a little hard to see, and you aren't as dexterous and as normal. So
yeah.
yeah,
I remember. I mean, it's a lot more challenging than people think it is too
Mhm.
to get in this thing. That I remember we shot the first scene, and that took about the scene in itself is probably like a 4 or 5 minute scene, and that took us about 20 minutes to shoot. I think something
Yeah.
around there, and you were that the wood stove was cranking in that in Thrain so hot.
Yeah,
You took that off. I mean, you were drenched. You were like, "Holy
I
you
was
were
drenched because I did not take the costume off for the entire first scene. After that, I
yeah,
was like, wait a minute. If the camera's not off me, this thing's coming off. I got to breathe. Um, but yeah, it was a great time. And I think, like you were saying, Adam, it was a bit of herding cats, but it was still, even when we were on it and getting stuff done, it was still like, you know, group of friends hanging out.
yeah." Yeah, it was great. I didn't get to see your facial expressions a lot because you had the whole
Yeah.
costume on, but every time you took that thing off, I mean, you were grinning ear to ear, and that
Yeah. I
made
mean,
me
it
so
was so
happy to
much
see
fun.
that you were having so much fun. Everybody was having fun, you know? It was like when we were done, it was work and it was whatever it was, but when we were done, everybody was like, "Yay, that
Let's
was
get more.
fun."
And then we were all like, let's just keep the camera rolling. Like,
Yeah,
let's get more shots, more film. Like,
yeah.
we're just there having a good
B-roll.
time.
Look at this. We got one of our dear friends commented, maybe there will be a follow-up special.
I mean,
Being Bigfoot. Hoo, 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 hoo.
ooh,
What?
I mean,
I think people want to know what goes on inside the mind of Sasquatch.
I mean, some of those are trade secrets, right? Like, can't give away too much, but
I like the way you think. Yeah, that's a nice way to think about that.
it'd be, yeah. I mean, I'm always up for an excuse to hang out with BLB.
Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
serious?
I don't know if you were listening in when we were talking with Nolan, but like with this whole kind of new formula we're kind of building and trying to make some movie magic happen with a bunch of people, but in a short amount of time, and kind of get them together. That's hard, but
It is.
if we can have the stuff kind of pre-written out and we can all shoot it in pretty much one location, no matter what it is, as long as it's a short and it's something in the 15 minutes to a half an hour range or whatever.
Yeah.
Do more of this stuff, and you don't have to be Bigfoot every
Absolutely.
single time. You could play other roles and stuff like that.
I mean, you know what? Stick to what you know sometimes, right?
Mhm. You might
Good, what
have a good point there too.
I
Point there
I can
too.
play Bigfoot, right?
Oh, you're real good at it. You're real good. Yeah. We auditioned for this part for I think 3 years. And
Yeah.
we just never found the right person, and then boom. Once you got in that costume, it was like
Yeah, it clicked.
it just clicked. It just clicked perfectly too.
Yeah, I mean, even last year that I remember you texting me about doing the at home with Bigfoot commercials
Yeah.
for it. And
Uh-huh.
we, as soon as you texted me about it, we were right on the same page. Like, I showed up and we were like, okay, so we're doing Bigfoot like the Progressive commercials. like immediately we just clicked with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was like the Baker Mayfield, is that what it was?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Carrie B. Boom. Great job, Walter.
Well, I appreciate it. It was a fun time.
Yeah, it
And
was.
can't say enough about the rest of the cast there. I know there were several takes where we were like, I mean, we'll get another, but we don't need it. Like everybody the whole night was just really on point.
It really was. That's a really good point. And it's neat that she picked up on
We
that.
all showed up ready to work, and
we were just doing take after take a lot of times just for redundancy, just to have a
Mhm.
little bit of something a little different to pick from. Every one of them was pretty much as good as the next one or the one before. It was really, there was a
Mhm.
lot of that. There was a lot of that.
Yeah.
And as far as an editor goes, when you have all that content to work with, it just makes things way more fun. You're like, oh, this is perfect. And then you put it in there and you're like watching it. Oh, that's great. And then all of a sudden the next one comes in and you're like, oh, that's great too. And you throw that in and it just makes it, when you're doing it, it's so fun, so much fun to put together. So that's really great. We got another guest. I'm going to keep you on, Walter. Is that okay?
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
And, we're gonna bring another guest on here.
Very nice.
Our another one of the newer members of BLB, not so new anymore, but definitely one of the newer members. Jake, why don't you introduce him? I'm coming. I can't think.
Oh, looks like you're muted there, Jake.
Weird.
It happens. Remember that? I think last time we were doing this, it happened too. Remember? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You want to introduce this little buddy?
Blue.
Is this who I think it's gonna be?
I don't know. If it's who you think it might be. I really don't know.
If it's who I think it is, I'm getting pretty excited here.
Okay. I don't know if it is or not. Hopefully you don't let him down.
No. With BLB, never.
Could it be?
Look at this. I just want to put this up quick, Jake, just so that everybody can see. Miss you all, and Tom Hammond as well. Tom wanted to be here tonight. We were going to have him come in as a guest, and he couldn't make it because of his young boy Luke is in a was it karate? No, bowling. He's in a bowling tournament.
That's big stuff.
Yeah, and I'm sure the kid's kicking butt.
Taekwondo
ball. Yeah, there you go.
It's a mixture. Yeah, Taekwondo ball. They're doing two and one.
Let me just see if our guest is ready. Next guest, could you just nod and say that you're ready to come on? Oh, he's ready.
Who could it be? Who could it be now?
Don't keep us waiting here.
I'm just gonna bring him right on.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
What?
Look what came in the mail for me the other day.
Oh yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, the Christmas gift.
Look at that. Can't get that.
Mr. Tom Morton.
Some news here today. Very nice.
All the news.
All the news fit to roll. How you guys doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Better now that you're here.
It's been great listening to the show and watching the reels and stuff. I mean, it was such a great time. I've been watching from the green room here.
Nice.
Yeah, I see the. Oh, that's a familiar background.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm in the bunker. I had to dig here for COVID times, and
Yeah.
yep. I'm down in here. It's a small little place, a workshop I got.
perfect for shooting. I mean, it does look like it's a BLB type setting to me. I mean, it looks like a BLB
It
type.
looks like the Thrains. Do you have a name for it, like a la Thrains or cilantro? Do you call that section of your house anything in particular?
No name. No name. It's just the I got a sign there. Look, you can get sandwiches, hot dogs. You get ammo there even. See that there?
Now, are the hot dogs, do they cost money?
Yeah,
How much is a hot dog?
$1.
And are they all beef?
Yeah, they're all beef.
Are they kosher?
They're sabrettes. I don't know. Are sabrettes kosher? I don't think they are.
Hebrew National are kosher.
Ballparks, Hebrew National, but they get too plump, I feel, in there. So
Not the Hebrew Nationals. Hebrew Nationals are really good dog.
no, I'll eat any hot. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, that's what I'm getting at. I'm kind of getting all this hot dog talk kind of making me hungry, Jake.
Yeah, what are you doing?
You got some sauerkraut on there, a little mustard. What's going on here?
I haven't had a hot dog in a long time.
My kind of thing. Love me a dirty water dog. When I was a kid, we used to take them, go to the beach. My dad would throw them in a thermos, uncooked, not like, they're bologna anyway. You could eat them, but throw them in the thermos, and then he'd boil the sauerkraut with like a cup of water in there, and then just dump that right in there, close it up good, wrap it in a beach towel and stuff. Then we go to the beach. And when we were all set up, he'd be like, "Anybody want a hot dog?" You pull those babies out of there, and they were like falling apart. So good.
Yeah, boy, that's family secret right there. That's
I
very
want
nice.
that right now.
Yeah.
Dirty water dogs. The longer they're in there, the better. I mean, at least an hour or two.
Yeah, okay.
That's
great. Yeah.
Not like all. I mean, by the end of the day, they're great too. I mean, I've done it too. Is another thing. You go on a hike, you get those waiting for you in the car. You come back from the hike.
Shit. Have a little tailgate in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Pop up instant, done. The only thing you have to do is open up the mustard.
Yeah.
Phew. That's an excellent idea. Tom, we were talking about the Christmas special, as you know.
Why? It's great.
I just wanted to get your take on what was your favorite part about making the Christmas special?
Oh man. Well, I guess really like everybody, the best thing was just getting together and having such a good time like that. And we were being creative, having fun, and nobody, everyone was having a good time. Everyone was nailing it, like Brendan said there, like Walter said. And there were times where I think every actor you could do the scene again, but we all just laughed and said, "That's it. It's it. We got it." And so it was just a really great time. And the Christmas spirit. I tell you, one of my favorite parts too was the singing. We all got together one night and had a caroling session.
Yeah, that was a different night altogether. That was a different night altogether.
I wasn't able to make that, and I was incredibly disappointed.
Yeah,
we were sorely missed.
3 different nights.
Yeah, you were missed for sure.
Sorely missed, but it was a great time. That was another really great part. I mean, the whole process really just was a fun thing. It was fun. Something else I could say was sharing it with folks who, I told a bunch of people to watch it, and people enjoyed it, and really, really thought it was fun. And a couple different people said, "Boy, that looked like a good time," and it sure was.
Yeah. I mean, the whole point is to have a good time together while we're doing it, and then be able to share that fun energy with the world.
I think that really came off.
It made my Christmas. I know that.
Big time.
Yeah, mine too. And I tell you, like Nolan, I've been watching you guys talk today, and Nolan, that was great. He was just, you really could see. I love the clip you showed there of him. You showed when you shared the screen for the first time, and you could tell he was the actor Nolan become Lenny.
Yeah,
right there. You could hear the people talking, and that was great to hear Brendan talk about his physical acting, and it reminds me of the kind of acting, pure cinema, going back to
old school
vaudeville,
silent movies.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah. It's been
It's
great.
been-
Jake, we never
been
got to
nice
ask
to
you what your favorite part was.
Jeez Louise. Yeah, I guess to continue with what Morty's saying is, channeling our inner child and our inner Charlie Chaplin slash James Best, Roscoe P. Coltrane, Chris Farley, kind of what Walter needs in his life, physical actors, just that part about it was fun, because, we're just four dudes from the Adirondacks. We're not, we didn't go to acting school. But it was it was fun being in that moment in that window, like that.
I know it was sure made me happy to have everybody together and pull it off and make it a reality.
Mm-hmm.
Get things exciting. Get things, the juice is flowing for like projects coming up too. Squatch, like Nolan was saying, squatching season is going to be here before we know it. It really is.
Mhm.
And Jake was saying he wanted to go squatching today, which we need to get out there in the field soon too. So Jake, I don't know, let's make it happen soon. And but just like, yeah, getting everybody together, making this fun stuff together, it's good for the soul. It's good for the soul.
Yeah, a lot of the time it happens spur of the moment. You'll shoot me a text out of the blue, or I will the same way shoot you one out of the blue. Yo, I got a window. What do you think about going over and checking out where, this sighting or that sighting? So
Mhm.
that's kind of how the BLB rolls too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Get out there and make it happen. Like if at all possible, if the stars are going to align, we do that type of stuff a lot when it comes to getting in the field and stuff. We're just like, boom, gone. Get in the track, gone. Yeah. Done. I want to show everybody this clip. We have a couple things here, and this is something that didn't make the cut, didn't quite fit in anywhere perfectly, but I wanted to show everybody about this because it does belong in it somewhere. And this is the place where it's going to make its debut right now.
What you got there?
If anybody remembers our and I think it was like season 1, episode 3 or 4 or something, we had the skeptic come on. We interviewed this guy, the skeptic.
That's right.
He happened to
Oh yeah.
be part of the caroling, and he wanted to participate in that, so he came over and helped us with the caroling. But then we just got this little clip here of him saying a few words.
Hey, it's the skeptic. Happy, merry to everyone in BLB land. But honestly, did you see that sitcom, Our Little Secret, or like Our Little Sham, and that Bigfoot, not even proper size feed on that thing? I mean, those socks, fashionable socks. Where does Bigfoot get fashionable socks? I don't know. It's a scam. It's a scam. Even so, have a happy holidays.
Look at this spread. This is the spread we had a little private Christmas party at Thrain's, and it was nice.
Hey, you got
See this stuff? We even had an owl there.
I'm dreaming of a big.
Hey.
So that was you missed it. You missed it, Walter. The Christmas party was freaking pretty dynamite. It really was. It was great.
I'm sure it was. It always is.
Yeah. So, but hey, there'll be more opportunities.
But I would just like to say to the skeptic, you get these fashionable socks. Well, I get them from Christmas, for Christmas from my mother. That's hey, you got to get wool socks somewhere, right?
Right.
Christmas in hey, got to get socks. Got to get the essentials for Christmas, right?
That's right.
And
Yeah.
the internet is a magical place for fashionable socks.
Yeah.
What do you got? The darn Tufts?
I'm not sure where those came from because those were an older pair that I was wearing that night. But gonna need to
Great.
get if if the stars align and I'm able to play Bigfoot again, gonna need to get some more appropriate socks for sure, and we'll be noting the skeptics' criticism of that and get some Bigfoot socks.
I mean, I do have some Bigfoot socks, but they're not the kind you probably want to wear with a Bigfoot outfit because they're like
No.
designer Bigfoot socks with Bigfoot all over them. You probably
Yeah.
want to have a sock that looks like Bigfoot's fur, right?
Yeah, even like a brown furry leg warmer type deal.
Yeah, that's a really good point.
Yeah.
The skeptic did make a
Hey,
good
we'll take the criticism and use it to
We could
improve.
We need a bigger suit.
That's what we really need is a bigger suit, but I don't think they make them much bigger.
Yeah, I don't know. It's Louise.
You would
Worth a
think
look.
that they would, but
You
I
would
don't
think that. But you would think a lot of things in the world.
yeah, that's true. That's very true.
Mm.
So anything else there, Thomas Morton? Anything else you want to add, buddy?
I sure want to just praise the cast again, like everybody did, and say that was just a great time. I mean, everybody was just on point, and I mean, it was great. It was just a lot of fun. That's all I can really say. It was just one of those nights where everything came together, and the shoot went great. We all had a good time. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got killed. You know,
Nobody got killed. No.
I got some sage myself, by the way. I saw the sage part of the program earlier, and I have a few sages myself.
Oh,
Yeah.
very nice.
Now, did you make those?
Well, yeah, my girlfriend put these together here, right here.
That's excellent. That's
Very
excellent.
nice.
Put together for me. So
I'm gonna share another clip here while I have you guys all here. I don't know what this is because I haven't really watched it, but it's got this guy. Look at that.
Oh,
So let's just watch this. I don't even know what you're saying.
The costume director was good too. I couldn't hear it. Is this madness?
It's not a bad thing that you couldn't hear it.
Well, you were sneaking in right under the radar and stealing the show a lot yourself.
yeah.
It was just such a
Yeah.
team effort.
I will say you nailed all of your entrances on screen. Like every time you entered the screen, you were very dynamic and just brought a lot of really fun energy. It was
Oh,
great.
thank you, Walter. Well, you know what that reminds me, Walter, though? We worked out one of those scenes really carefully. That's why
You put a lot of thought into that hug.
we
Didn't
did.
want to injure ourselves.
Yep. He was going to
That's
pick me
good.
up. You know,
Yeah.
this is behind the scenes information for those of you watching out there. As you know, Walter is in the Bigfoot suit, and he is probably 6'11" in that suit. And who knows how tall the ceiling is, but when he picked me up, we had to make sure he wasn't going to not only put me through the ceiling, but hit a nail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had to work it out. So it worked out easy. So when we came in, we knew what to do, and we had, everything but tape on the floor, to show where we were going to step.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Which a lot of times me and Jake do have that stuff going on, don't we?
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
You need to. We probably should have. I could have been put through the roof right there in that scene.
Yeah. And there are in Thrains, there are some things in the roof of the ceiling of that Thrains that you gotta be careful of.
Yeah. Yeah, there are some deadly
Snow
things.
rates. Yeah.
I don't think I'm up to my tetanus shot either.
Ooh. Not good. Not good.
Could have been a rusty nail.
That's a good drink. I had one of those out in Rhode Island this fall. First time I saw somebody sitting next to me at this fancy bar, and I was like, "Ooh, that looks good. What's that?" Bartender, millennial, washing this thing. It's a rusty nail. I'm like, okay.
What is this drink? I'm unfamiliar with it.
I don't know what it is. I think it's got like some It had some kind of almost like Grand Marnier. Maybe. I don't really know what's in it, but it looked really fancy and it was cool. It looked like, I don't know, looked like a sophisticated gentleman's drink. So I got one and I drank it and it was great.
You feel sophisticated when you drank it?
What? Dude, yeah. I didn't even swear. I did. I swore a little bit.
Isn't the Rusty Nail a bar in Saranac Lake as well? Right?
Oh, that's a good. I don't know.
The Rusty Nail.
Possibly might have heard that on like the radio or something. NCPR.
No, I think we saw a show at the Waterhole number 3, and then went to the Rusty Nail after hours, and then we had to keep it separated after a few drinks, but it all ended up okay. But
Interesting.
it was fun.
I've never been up there. I've never been to the watering hole and stuff. So
Yeah, it's a great place to catch a live show. It has a couple different bars. There's the balcony, and the outside summer venue is really sweet. You can pack like 150, 60 people comfortably.
wow.
Yeah, that place is cool. I went there too one time recently. My cousin played there. He's in Two Bob Crew. He's the percussionist, and it was
nice.
awesome. The place was going nuts. And
Yeah.
he texted me, and I haven't seen him in a couple of years, and it was on top of that COVID times, and he texted me, I think we're gonna be up near you, so come on down. And it was, and then he gave us the code for the back room, so we went in there, and I had code. I punched the code in the back room, and just went back in there, and was like, here we are. So it was a good time. That was our first concert after COVID times, and it was great.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That place is cool, real cool.
I still don't think I've been to one. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've seen any.
I have not. I'm gonna need to put that on the list though.
I saw a stand-up comedian on a cruise ship. That's the closest I've seen to anything like that. Been to anything like that.
How was that? The comedian?
It was excellent. He's like this famous ventriloquist comedian guy. I forget his name. I've seen him before. He's the guy that has like the little cowboy dude, big fat foam hat, cowboy puppet.
Howdy Doody?
No. Anyway, it's hard to describe without knowing what I'm talking about. Hey, it's RTTV. Yo, what's up, RT?
Yo, RT. What's for supper?
I hear that cedar smoked salmon's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's an RT special.
Get yourself over to RTTV and subscribe, and get you to learning about the different state capitals dishes. And he's going around the horn right now, all around America, cooking the best dishes every Saturday night, 7 o'clock EST. What's up?
Fine meals come out of that kitchen, I tell you what. And he does them for a good cause too.
Ooh, doing some southern fried chicken right now.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Ooh, that's dangerous stuff right there.
tell them I'll be over in 10.
Southern fried chicken.
Cornbread?
Ish.
Cornbread. I'm making some cornbread stuffing this weekend. My buddy Hugh's coming over. We're taking up one of our farm raised chickens, right, Tommy? And I got that. I pulled it yesterday, thawing it out in the fridge. Then Hugh told me to salt it. He's gonna do a dry brine, so I gotta salt the outside and the inside, and just leave it in the fridge for 24 hours. And then he's coming over tomorrow, and he's gonna cook it on my green egg that my brother got me for Christmas. And he's got a way to do it with like a beer can or some shit. And I don't know. It's gonna all happen on the green egg. This little chicken's only like that big. It's perfect. And so yeah, I'm excited about that. That'd be pretty cool. Good story, huh, guys?
Yeah, I've tried that before. You never tried that? You take a can or something, you stuff it with, I don't know, a little rosemary, throw a lemon in there, and like half a beer. And
Really?
that's probably what you can do. But maybe he's got something new to it, because I remember that. That's not an old one, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he just said, yeah, well, we're gonna do this, and then I'll just need I'll need one can of Budweiser, a can, not a bottle, to put in it. I'm like, okay,
Nice.
done. I
Nice.
saw this thing on I saw this thing online recently. Someone set up this mashed potato bar, which I'd never heard of before. I've heard of like potato bar. My sister Jennifer has done them quite a few times, where you have like a baked potato and you do a baked potato bar. But this is a mashed potato bar. I don't know if I'm gonna do a mashed potato bar or baked potato bar. I think I'm gonna do mashed potato bar, where you make the mashed potatoes and you put them in a crock pot, and then you have like on the side I'll have that little crock pot, and that'll have gravy in it. Then there'll be like a thing of cheese, thing of chives, thing of chunked up bacon, and maybe some other stuff too. You know what I mean? Just like that stuff that's all
Yeah.
good for like potatoes. Instead of doing a baked potato bar, it'll be a mashed potato bar. I think I'm gonna go mashed.
Yeah,
Any
that is
thoughts?
nice. Mashed, you can get more butter, which is
Yeah.
good for the soul.
Yeah, and it's just yeah. And then if somebody wants to go back for seconds or whatever, it's all just sitting right there. The warm
Yeah.
stuff's gonna stay warm. The cold stuff can just sit on the counter or whatever. Anybody have any ideas as far as other toppings to put out there? What else? I mean, I want it to be kind of fun. So
You could have a best of both worlds kind of baked potato meets mashed potato and have a baked potato shell with different mashed potato ingredients inside. The baked potato would just be the outside vessel, if you
Yes.
will, and have different, really church up the different mashed potatoes inside of baked potatoes. So you could have maybe like a quarter or half an inch of baked potato with the skin on the outside. And I don't know, we're just spitballing here.
dude.
That's almost a twice baked potato.
Yeah, but
Oh, is that what they do there? Okay, all right.
what
Well,
about
those
this, Jake?
you'll throw in the oven again. But
What if I took the potatoes and I baked them, right? Then I do what you're saying. I cut them open, scoop out the inside, and then that gets made into mashed potatoes and gets thrown in the crock pot. Then you just have the shells kind of sitting there waiting, and that's what you.
yeah,
Oh, okay, yeah.
uh,
Use those
mashed
for
potato taco bar type.
Yeah,
tortilla dipping units. Yeah, you could do that for sure.
I mean that sounds fun. I want to do something fun. You know, Hugh's coming over. We haven't seen him in a long time, so I want to make the most of it. And he's cooking a chicken. I'm putting this and I'm gonna do cornbread stuffing, and I'm doing the mashed potato bar. What other side should I do? Anybody?
Gotta have a green, I guess. Some
Probably
kind of
should, right?
green.
Huh.
We got a comment here with quite a few recommended by
What about beans? Oh yeah.
here: roasted garlic, sautéed mushrooms, green chili, pulled pork, caramelized onion.
Oh
Man, all
yeah.
that's good.
You talking green beans?
Swear jar. What? Who?
When you said beans, did you mean green beans or did you mean
Green bean?
baked bean types?
Oh, I was meaning like the baked beans. You could
Mhm.
church up some kind of baked
Or
beans to
some
go
like
with. I mean,
black beans or pinto beans.
oh yeah, soak some of those beans overnight. But yeah, I don't know. Those are more of a summertime side, right? Beans and macaroni and cheese, and those type of stick to your ribs kind of.
That mac and cheese. I mean, that is like I could whip up some mac and I could make a batch of mac and cheese. That could go really well. Mac and cheese, but that's two starches though, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a nice light salad might really hit the spot. Some honey mustard and balsamic mixed bag dressing to top it off. I don't know.
Something green. Green's got to go in there.
I
you
like-
get a little asparagus, something like that, and just
Yeah.
hit them quick and hard, and a little salt. And that's that kind of deal.
My sister Jennifer would always make this thing with asparagus. I don't know where she got the asparagus; they were huge, fat ones. But she would take like prosciutto and wrap it around one individually, and then bake them like that.
Ooh,
actually get it so it's crispy. The prosciutto is actually crispy, and those little
Interesting.
nuggets were friggin' amazing. So maybe I'll pull off something like that. You know, 'cause
yeah.
all you have to do is a little bit of olive oil, and then the prosciutto, and then a little bit of cracked pepper, because you don't need this. Prosciutto's got all the salt you want now.
Hmm.
You know?
Yeah, that sounds good.
But that would take care of the green, and it'd be something fun and different, I guess.
It would take care of the green, all right. Well, you need something green separate now.
What do you mean?
Well, because then you're gonna wrap the green in prosciutto.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious, but I just think something green,
So
some
you can
kind
see,
of
so you can see the color.
something green that's not wrapped in meat for the for just
Oh,
for the visuals, really.
visual. Okay, yeah. Well,
Yeah. I know there's no vegetarians that are going to be there, but as you lay it out, I think something green. I mean, look at all this green.
there's a lot of green going on right
There's a
now.
lot of green.
We should have a St. Patrick's Day party. Wear these BLB hoodies to it.
Definitely.
Basil and Wicks just reopened. They'll probably be having a St. Patrick's Day party that's worth the while to go to, I'm assuming. Because a lot of the other ones, whatever. But I bet they will.
I mean, we can always do it ourselves, do it right.
Done that before
Nothing
too.
wrong with that.
That's a really good thought. Do it yourself. Do it right.
Also, normally, I know I'm probably the only one who's super tuned into this, but rugby, there's a big tournament in the spring called Six Nations, and Ireland normally plays on St. Patrick's Day. It's one of the final games. And it'll be like, I know a couple of years ago, it was Ireland v. England on St. Patrick's Day. It's typically a good game, and it's, throw that on.
Decent scrums.
Do some scrums.
Decent scrums.
Yeah, both teams, good scrummaging teams, for sure. Most teams at that level have a very solid scrum. So.
Remember that day me and you were playing the guess what I'm thinking game is, and you fucking said sorry. He said scrum. How am I supposed to know what a freaking scrum is, dude? But I've never forgotten it. It's like now I know. So Sasquatch Wizard Adirondax is here. He is joining us in the chat. Food coloring and mashed potatoes. That's great for
that'll get you your green.
That's amazing. Yeah, that take care of the green. For those of you who are just tuning in, maybe, or you didn't hear it before, we're going to be having a Mountain Stream number 15, first one in a long, long time, coming right out of this booth next Thursday with none other than the Wiz himself, Sasquatch Wizard Adirondax. You're going to get an in-depth take on what he's all about right here next week. Same bat channel.
And what time is that going to be?
8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Sasquatch Wizard Adirondax. If you guys have ever watched any of our Mountain Stream shows, you know that it's probably the best show as far as an interview goes in the world.
What?
Well, I'll be looking forward to it as well. I've been privileged. I'll be really looking forward to it myself. I've been privileged to hear a few episodes of that. I had the podcast version, I suppose, because I don't remember seeing any visuals. You just said video there, but I've heard a few of those interviews, and they are just great. There's one, I forget the guy's name, but he believes in all sorts of things, and it was quite out there. Kawani, was it the Kawani thing? And Nolan, I believe, was on one of them. I heard a few. Boy, that's a good, interesting show. It's a real good interview show, and I'll be looking forward to that coming back. So you say you're going to have the Sasquatch Wizard on there, huh?
Yes.
Very good.
Sasquatch Wizard is going to be here next Thursday. And it's an interesting point you brought up, Tom, about it being thought of the video thing. It is a podcast, but it's actually done with video. It's meant to be listened to more than anything. But when you're watching it, sometimes we'll put little pictures and stuff up there, some interesting tidbits or facts or things, field evidence and whatnot, right, Jake?
On occasion, yes, that's very true, Adam. Very true.
Great show. I'll be tuned in.
Excellent. Can't wait to have you being part of this. So make sure you guys, not only do you tune in yourselves, but spread the word that we're going to be doing a Mountain Stream show First one we've done in a really long time with a very special guest. And one of the reasons why he's so special to us is because he's right here in our area. This is where we are. This is where we grew up. It's where we go squatching. And so a lot of the other guests that we have are from different parts of the country and whatnot. And he's from right here. Here's some. I swear to God, is that seltzer you're drinking, Walter, getting you drunk like this is getting me drunk?
What? No, not quite, not really.
I'm starting to catch you.
I try to save
Drinking
the alcohol for the weekend,
Yeah, I'm drinking ginger ale.
No, I'm saying this is seltzer, just like you. It's what I drink during the week too, seltzer.
Yeah.
But it's like I feel like I got a buzz, Jake.
From seltzer water, yeah, it's the carbonation and the sugar. Maybe that sugar it gives you an awful.
Zero sugar, no caffeine, no sugar, no nothing. I think it's just being around you guys.
You guys.
Yeah.
About Mountain Stream, does that have because I tuned into this show and at the beginning there was a pretty good little jingle for reflections. Does Mountain Stream have anything like that?
Jake, how weird is that, dude?
Wow, funny you should ask, Tom. Funny you should ask. Well, a little bit of serendipity, a little bit of business as usual, you would say, because that's what I find most of the time with gals and guys, you guys, serendipitous moments and geez Louise, stuff like this always seems to, which is nice. I don't want to get your head too big, but good on you.
So why don't you tell them why?
Yeah, tell me why. You working on it? We're about to hear it. He's just gonna keep doing the gears.
Yeah.
But it's the cogs in the wheel. I'm just the cog in the wheel, bud. Just the cog in the wheel, bud.
Come on, give yourself a little more credit here, Jake.
It's all we are.
Give yourself a little more.
We're just bricks in the wall. But hey, but listen, isn't it fun though? Ain't it fun?
Sure is.
So the whole point is, earlier tonight, when me and Jake were testing some stuff out, we were talking about this and talking about that, and he's like, well, we got to start working on a couple new intros of some different songs for Mountain Stream.
Nice.
Very nice.
And so, yeah, we have an intro. We have like one or two intros for Mountain Stream, but they're just these subdued little things that kind of put you in this like almost in a trance. They're not really exciting. So,
but the original idea, content wise, was we'll come up with a bunch of different jingles of the same tune over different genres or jingles, and then mix it up with different shows. Is it the Rastafarian version? Is it the bluegrass version? Is it the rock and roll version? Different play on those kind of things. And yeah, what do you know? Of course, you would ask us. Well, you're gonna have to be in on the what's that called again? The inner circle, and have to work out one of these versions.
You remember that one Mountain Stream jingle that you wrote, but that I made a song to it, and it was really not good.
No, that was the impetus too. That was great, but we need to blanket. They're gonna be great.
Oh man!
Especially, yeah, you're gonna love them, especially.
Mm-hmm.
This is the
Walter. So I can see it now. Walter's gonna be like the Patrick Swayze Dirty Dancing soundtrack, like She's Like the Wind, but it's Walter in his suit singing the love song. Okay, you have to do that one, Walter.
Hey, we don't get the voice involved, remember? All right.
Oh yeah, that's right. It could all be mind speak.
We do voiceover work, right?
Mind speak only.
Yeah, mind speak only. Right, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Your
never move in the video, but you'll have to sing like Lionel Richie in the "We Are the World" soundtrack in the ADR recordings after the fact, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
How vocal are you, Tom?
Vocal?
Yeah. Can you carry a tune in a bucket?
Oh, not really.
Yeah, you can. I've heard you sing. He knows how to, he sings on key. He's fine.
I'm fine. Yeah. I got a better ear than whatever it is. Where's that group?
No.
It's still something I put on that in the background, you know. Oh yeah.
So there we were.
Yeah. Getting excited, guys. I'm getting excited.
Yeah.
You know, we got some fun things that are on the horizon. Immediately, we have The Wiz, which is going to be great. And we also have another guest that we've been trying to get to coordinate with for a long, long time, Kiwani. And so I want to get him together. But then there's all the squatching. And then there's all the extracurricular activities. The side movies.
Yeah. The shorts.
I was telling Jake earlier today, guys, I saw this movie on Hulu. Everybody's got to watch it. It's amazing. I forget who stars in it, but it was called Storm Shelter. And it touched me in a way. It was so powerful that I thought maybe I should write and produce Storm Shelter 2. So it's something I'm working on. I'd love for you guys to be a part of it. It's a short. It's going to be 15 minutes long, probably at the most. But it's going to be very easy to do, too. There's going to be not a lot of dialogue. Amazing, though. It's going to be really good. Storm Shelter 2.
All right. Just tell me when and where.
Okay, awesome. Awesome.
Now, how do you spell two? T-O-T-W-O?
I think I'm just going to be Roman numerals.
Oh, Roman, couple. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
have you licensed it?
Huh?
Do the makers of Storm Shelter, the original, are you working in collaboration?
No, sometimes you don't have to do that. People have done it in the past with movies. Back in the 80s, it happened a lot. A lot of people got sued. It was a crazy time.
So
Yeah.
maybe this will not be Storm Shelter canon, but maybe an alternate universe to Storm Shelter, or our take on Storm Shelter, not necessarily associated with the original author, director, and/or actors.
Basically, the idea is when you're watching Storm Shelter 2, you're gonna feel like you're just right there in Storm Shelter 1. It's just you're gonna be like, wow, this is amazing. I feel like I'm watching Storm Shelter 1. God, this is good.
Only different.
Only a lot different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll feel like you're watching Storm Shelter 1.
It's the type of thing I was telling Jake. It's the type of thing where you gotta sit down and you gotta watch Storm Shelter.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it to know
All right,
to be
I'll
on
put
the
it
same
on
page.
the list.
You can do that for your homework, Brennan. You have streaming capabilities up there at the Tome Residence.
I do.
Storm Shelter, don't forget it. If you forget it, go back to the stream, pull it up on YouTube, find out the spot near the end. Storm Shelter was the name. Find it, stream it, watch it. Love it. Get excited about Storm Shelter 2. I'm telling you. This freaking thing's going to be good.
Is it a feature-length motion picture?
Storm Shelter, the original is 2 hours long. 2 hours and 5 minutes. Storm Shelter 2 is going to be, I think, 15 minutes maximum. But I'm thinking it'll be about 15 minutes. Because there's a lot of parts where really nothing happens in Storm Shelter 2 that I got to make sure I capture it just right.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So you're kind of going to condense and streamline the original movie's content into, just like, geez Louise, yeah,
Yeah,
right,
it's
like
big.
right into the boom, 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 boom.
You're
Yeah.
now. It's
Make
Storm
it
Shelter
easier.
2. It's basically Storm Shelter 1 BLB style. I'm turning this friggin' thing into a comedy.
Right, mainlined.
Okay.
Geez
Baseball.
Louise.
Baseballs.
Brooks.
There you go. Kind of. But
Okay.
but you might, the comedy might be hard for a lot of people to actually grasp. They might not think it's funny. That's okay. I'm losing you a little bit on the mic.
You're saying it's highbrow.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's kind of like a rusty nail.
Mm-hmm.
That rusty. Well, I wish I had one of those rusty nails right now. Jake, what are you drinking? What do you got going on there?
A little bit of spring water ran out.
Tell you, this Dinty Moore is hitting the spot.
I had some lemon water earlier. I did have one mother's milk after work.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, can of Guinness. That
That's good.
poured into a pint glass, all except for a little
Hey,
bit
you-
of a head part of it, and then
You gotta have it in a glass.
I mean, yeah, it was.
How you're supposed to.
That
Yeah.
is.
You're
Golly, I
backpacking, though.
That's
I
what
bring
I'm gonna
that
get.
stuff on ski trips and stuff, backpacking and whatever. And in the wintertime, going snowshoeing, drinking a Guinness out of a can ain't too bad out in the
It
woods.
is. It's better than a bottle, anyways.
Yeah, well, the bottles are mostly. Oh, you talking bottle with a widget?
Do they make bottles with widgets?
Yeah, the bottles with the widgets are actually Guinness Stout, and then the ones without are extra stout, so it's not the same beer.
Okay.
Extra
I
stout.
just go straight for the cans. So
Oh, they're the best. They're
They're
freaking
good.
best. But
For
those big, they're like an 18-ounce Guinness Extra Stout can. They're not a deuce, but they're almost close. They're close to. It's like 18-ounce
okay.
Guinness Extra Stout bottle. They're freaking those. That's what I grew up drinking. That's before you could get the
Okay.
widgets up here.
Yeah. Oh, look at Tom
Oh,
Bigley gonna.
You're making
Oh,
me thirsty,
boy.
Tommy.
How's that?
You can't do that. Not on live television.
No, come on.
Ah,
Please.
What? I'm sorry,
Although
Tom.
I will throw a
I'm
quick
gonna-
shout out for Guinness Zero.
More than that, you got to let it settle before you add the head on it.
I think you did just fine. Look at that.
I mean, it looks great, but traditional Guinness pour, you let it settle and then you put the head on it.
Dude, can you still do that with the can though?
Yeah.
You can?
Mhm.
Yeah, this is how I go my Guinness can in a glass. I go like this. I go crack, dump, and I just dump it right in there until everything's gone, and then I just instantly start slugging it. Right, Jake?
Booyah, caca. That's how, well, you know.
Well, Tommy's gone. I guess maybe that's a good signal that we're coming to an end of this stream, guys. It was a lot of fun. We did have some other ideas about shooting, get some more of this B-roll footage out there. I think we did all right with it, though. It's a little bit of a challenge here on this end to see what's going on. But
Maybe
guys,
throw out some of the Sasquatch stuff if we ever get that being Bigfoot. Can pull out some of my B-roll.
absolutely.
Well, I think we should save that for a
Save it
mountain
for a
stream
rainy
of
day.
its own.
So,
People
yeah.
might need to know the goings on of the mind of Walter. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, either way, thanks for having me. It's been a
Thanks
good
for
time.
coming. Thanks for spending. Thanks for taking the time. Thanks for spending your little part of your
Absolutely.
evening here with us. Everybody else out there in the world that's watching or that will watch in the future, if you're one of those people right now, which if you are, great. Glad to have you here. Tom's back.
Tommy, I'm telling you, there's some inclement weather going on between here and the. Cheers, big ears.
Cheers, Tommy.
Cilantro.
Damn, that looks good with that green sweatshirt and that Guinness going. What up, my
Boy.
alley?
They don't mess around. They do it right.
They sure do.
Boy, they don't mess around.
Do you remember when the Guinness cans were yellow? That the lettering was yellow instead of gold. It wasn't actual gold; it was yellow.
I think that could be one of those Berenstein Bears things.
No, definitely not.
You mean
Huh?
Berenstain Bears? What? Oh, anyway, wow. Yeah, it's still good. I mean, that's why they call it mother's milk for a reason, right?
Oh, it's delicious.
Good stuff.
Delicious. Oh, whew.
Oh, wow.
3% never treat you wrong.
No, it really doesn't.
No, it
That's what you brought to the party when we cut the tree down, Jake. You brought that 4-pack, and yeah, that made my day. Well, guys, Tom, like I was just saying to everybody before you came back on, we were just wrapping things up here. I want to say thank you to everybody out in the world that's being part of the show, that's been supporting us, that likes to hang out with us. Anybody have any ideas, you can always email them to bluelinebigfoot@gmail.com. Anytime, even at nighttime. So just whenever you want to. You want to get a hold of us, you have an idea, something you want to talk about, something you might want to see in an upcoming episode, or if you just want to chat, say how things are. Just go ahead, shoot us an email. And we will give you Nolan's personal phone number, but not ours. That's coming up, not for a while. But anyway, that was fun, guys. I want to thank each and every one of you for being part of this, taking the time out to make this happen. A little reflecting. We haven't done a reflection in a while. You know, a little reflecting, and it's good. It's good. This is a good way. We all got together right out of our own houses.
Yeah, this was great.
Great to see you guys.
Adam, like you said, thank you everybody for all the support with the on the Christmas special, and let's make it happen again.
Yeah, we're already getting into the ideas of there's a movie that we've been wanting to toy around with for the last several years, but it's a little bit more involved. If we can make that sucker happen this next year, we'll be firing on all cylinders, and we'll be having tons of fun. Tons of fun is what we will be having. So anyway, guys and gals, you guys, Jeremy,
Adam, Walter,
love
Thomas, we love you.
Walter.
How's it going? Have fun.
ELB. Later, y'all.